Hi everybody, welcome to my kitchen. This is Cooking Italian with Joe. I'm excited to have you here today. We are going to make some grilled or roasted green beans. So this is such a great recipe. It is so simple, absolutely so simple to make, and it's healthy for you. And it's just one of those great dishes to make as a side to, obviously any of your main entrees. So what I'm going to show you how to do is roast green beans. So I obviously go to the store, you're going to get some green beans here, okay? So I got about a pound, maybe a pound and a half of green beans, all right? And then what you're going to need is some salt, pepper, freshly ground, remember, olive oil, and some garlic. And I already started kind of prepping the green beans. When you get the green beans in bulk, obviously, what you're going to do, and it's so much cheaper to buy them in bulk. I think it was $5 a pound versus $1 something a pound today. But anyways, when you get the green beans, you're going to see they still have a stem. Sometimes the back end will have a little bit of maybe a break on there or so forth. So you can pop them. I always do it with a knife. I just think it's kind of faster. And then what I like to do is kind of line them all up. So I'm going to line all these little guys up like this, okay? And just cut the ends off. Okay, and then you're going to turn them around. You're going to line up this side. And my mom used to break all the ends off, but I find this to be faster. So I did most of them already, obviously, just for the sake of time. So I left a few here just to show you. We're nice and easy. I mean, you don't even have to take that off if you don't want it, but obviously it's not all the beans. It's not going to taste as good. So cut the little tips off. You're ready to go. We got Sinatra playing. We had Tony Bennett going a few minutes ago, which is awesome. And I am in Casanova, New York, and it is not a pleasant day if you like warm and sun. It is. It is not. So as I told you before, just carry a little a pan in the sink or somewhere close. You can just put stuff in there. It just makes it easy for cleanup. We're going to get the garlic going. So we got the beans in there. They've been cleaned and they've been trimmed up. And one of the things you want to do is you want to just get a couple of cloves here. You don't need a ton. And this right here, for some reason, is a very, very powerful garlic because I can't seem to break it off. But I got it. Okay. So there you go. So grab. Yeah, you go. As I told you before, I love one of my previous videos. I love garlic. I like a lot of garlic. Some people don't. So you got a couple of choices. One, don't use as much garlic, or two, don't hang out with them. So you're gonna bang them puppies right in the. So easy. And there's a nice little way to do it too, which I've seen. If you have a lot of garlic to do, I mean, they make the little tubes. You can roll them. They'll crack the skin off. Those work. Those are great. This is certainly the way that I've always done it, and just the way I grew up doing it. So you can take a couple of pans. I've seen that, like a couple of the tin dishes, and you can shake it vigorously, and the garlic bangs up along the side of the pan, and the inside of the pan. You can take a pan and a plate. I've seen that a few times. You bang it really hard, and then all the skin comes off, and that works. Sometimes I find, depending on how much you're doing, it's just as much work, because by the time you take all the skin off in the bowl, garlic, sometimes it'll be a little sticky, and you end up spending as much time cleaning up all the skin, so the skin comes off quicker. But so there you go. You just take it right off. Beautiful. Garlic's so healthy for you. It's good for your stomach. Settles your stomach. Okay, so this one's got a little bit of love going on it, a little green going. So just cut off any of the ends of the garlic. The end, again, it's not going to ruin the dish, but sometimes you'll have a lot of that there is just the end, so it's not going to have a lot of flavor, and it's not going to have that nice texture that you want. So there's garlic presses. I see those a lot, and they're great. Garlic presses are great, but it depends on what you like. I like, and again, more traditional Italian. They're going to have, when I say traditional Italian, in Italy, when you go to Italy, right? What you're going to see is they have, you'll have pieces of garlic in there. You're not chopping it all up and making it something that you can't see. So now in this dish, I'm going to make it a little bit smaller because I want some of the finer pieces of the garlic to stick to the beans. So I'll show you how to make this so simple. So I got it cut up a little bit. So some ways you can chop it. You're just going to get it a little bit smaller so you can be a little bit more uniform for it. And just chop it up, man. And I can smell it. Oh my God, I just love the smell of garlic. Great. And you know, when you walk into the house, especially, and I know some of you guys know what I'm talking about. You walk into the house and somebody's making something homemade, you know, not in the oven, pre-made, and you get the smell of garlic or oil or salt and pepper and all that mixed up. It's so great. So here we go. We're going to put that right in there. That's all you're going to do. Nice and easy. That's going to roast right with the. That's going to roast right with the. Clean off your hands a little bit, right? That's going to roast right with your beef. Now, because you want everything to stick, you want to put the oil in first. So you're going to take the oil, 1/4 cup of oil, right? And then what you're going to do is certainly just move it around. You can grab a spoon. I'll grab my favorite little wooden spoon there. Mix all that up. So now what you got, the oil and the garlic and everything coats the beans, right? So, which is beautiful. And if you get real excited like I do, you'll tend to stir it out of the dish. And then what you're going to do is you're going to grab maybe a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Mix that up a little bit. And then you're going to grab pepper, fresh ground. Ooh! You know, part of cooking too is in eating and enjoying is what something looks like, you know. So you look at a good cookbook and you'll see these beautiful pictures and my God, how beautiful the dish looks. So here, you know, you can smell the garlic, you can smell the green beans, the salt, the pepper, and boy, that just looks great. So that's it. I mean, how easy is that, right? Now you got the oven, you're going to crank the oven up to at least 400 to 425 degrees. You're going to take this, you're going to take a pan, just cover it with some parchment paper, and then do what I usually, or don't do what I usually do. I always turn it over so quick sometimes that I spill it. Look at all that beautiful garlic stuck in the bottom there. And just spread it right across, right? And the garlic's going to roast with the green beans. Now, again, you don't want to clump them up too much. You want to spread them out. And we're roasting some butternut squash in there right now. We're going to make a risotto in one of our other videos. So we got that going. So you're going to spread that out. You got the oven preheated. And then real easy, you're going to put this right in the oven, right? And you're going to roast that for 15 minutes to 30 minutes, depending on how much you have, right? So, and then keep track of your time, because if you got another dish, obviously, coming out a lot earlier or a lot later, you don't want it to get cold. So you're going to let this go for, like I said, anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes. And then when that comes out, try to time it with your other dishes so everything comes out at the time. You put that as a side complement to your entree. Oh my God, absolutely delicious. It'll have a nice little crunch. It'll have that nice roasted flavor. We talked about that in one of the other videos. The sugars of a vegetable, in this case, will break down and they get roasted. They kind of browns the sugars, and that's what gives it that depth, that deep flavor, and it's absolutely delicious. So I'll tune in with you here in a few minutes when this comes out in about a half hour, and we can certainly take a look at it. You'll be able to smell it right through the video. It'll taste so good. I'm excited to share it with you. So I'll talk to you in a few minutes. You guys ready? All right, so we put in roasted vegetables in there. If you remember, we've got Brussels sprouts and green beans. So let me pull one of the first ones out, which will be the Brussels sprouts, which are just, look at that. Is that absolutely beautiful? And then we did it on a parchment paper, if you guys remember, right? So, and again, you can smell it. That the roast is, essentially what the roast is the carbs. Oh, look at that. They came out absolutely perfect. So what we got here is you got the green beans with roasted garlic, and you got Brussels sprouts with roasted garlic, all right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that. I'm going to grab one of my trusty utensils. I'm just going to bring it right across the plate. One of our good friends, John, is here with us, right, Johnny?
That's right. Hello.
Hello, Johnny.
Looking forward to this.
And then we're gonna hit our Brussels sprouts right in there. So what'll happen sometimes on these? Remember, I told you gotta watch because these babies roll, man. There's no room for error on a Brussels sprout. So the Brussels sprouts are perfect. Look at that. And the beauty of the parchment paper is nothing sticks. Nice and hot. And some of the outside, sometimes they get a little too crunchy, so it's no problem. What you'll do is just peel that first layer off. It's absolutely beautiful. We're going to mix this right with the rest of our food here. Bon appetit. Remember, guys, sit down around the table with your family and friends. We're going to shut the cell phones off, right, Johnny?
Absolutely.
And we're going to shut the TV off. And it's about spending time with friends, having some joy of food, and opening up your heart and soul, and it's great. Bon appetit. Ciao. I'll talk to you guys in your next video.